Today I'm making Puerto Rican arroz con gandules, or Puerto Rican rice with pigeon peas. So for today, what you're gonna need is salt, onion powder, garlic powder, oregano. I like ground oregano. You can use the other kind of oregano. You're gonna need olives. You're gonna need tomato sauce. You're gonna need Sazón Goya. You're gonna need some black pepper. You're gonna use some caldo de pollo or chicken bouillon. I happen to use this. It's sazonador total, or total seasoning. I use a little bit of hot sauce. I cut up some red pepper. Now, these are pigeon peas. This is the first time I'm gonna be using this brand. I've never used this brand. I normally never use canned pigeon peas. Okay, I don't like it. I prefer not to use it. If I have to do a quick meal one day, it's fine. Normally, I use frozen pigeon peas, only because they seem to be fresh, and you'll notice a difference. When you get frozen ones and you cook them, if you don't cook them too long, they'll stay nice and green. And then this is Sofrito. You don't know what Sofrito is? It's Puerto Rican. This is what every Puerto Rican uses as their base. This is what we start most of our meals with, especially our yellow rices and certain foods that we cook with. Now, if you don't know how to make sofrito, you can refer back to one of my previous videos where it says Sofrito 101. I show you how to make it at home, and you could just store it, put it in the freezer, keep it in the fridge, and you always have it on hand. And then I'm going to take out my caldero, or my pot that we make rice in, and you're going to need some oil. I use corn oil. I don't like to use any other oil. And you're going to need some white rice. I use long grain white rice. Let me take out the pot. When I come back, I'm going to show you how we're going to start. It's a quarter cup of oil. Now, this is sofrito. Don't be cheap with this. Now, this all depends on how much you're making. So that's 3 tablespoons, heaping tablespoons. 4. I normally add about 5 for the amount I'm gonna make. Okay, I'm lowering the heat. I don't want it to get too hot right now. So you're gonna add about half of the can, okay, of the tomato sauce. You're gonna add about half a teaspoon of oregano. You're gonna put a dash of black pepper. You're gonna put, I want to say that's about half a teaspoon of onion powder. Garlic powder. And half a teaspoon of onion powder. You need your olives, and I add the olive juice. Now, I add some of those red peppers. I leave some for the end as for garnish. You're gonna need half a teaspoon of the chicken bouillon. You're gonna put a whole packet of the Sazón Goya. Without this, doesn't give it any color. Your rice will be colorless. A little dash of this in there. A little dash of adobo. Not a lot. You're still gonna need salt for this. Now here's your hot sauce. I don't get crazy with hot sauce because they don't really like it, but they always ask me, what is that? What is that flavoring? Now, we're gonna stir this, all right? I was taught the old school way that you would never add anything like your beans or anything to it when it look like that. They would say, you know, you have to let it sofreír. You have to let it like cook. You have to let all those flavors come together. You have to let it cook down. Now, depending on the amount of people you're cooking for, and depending on the amount of gandules or pigeon peas that you're putting in here, this might be a lot of sofrito. Like for this whole bag, that's fine. And I'm gonna put, you know, a lot of water or whatever it is. You wouldn't need that much sofrito. You would have to do half of that sofrito if you're doing less. So like this, what you're seeing this do right now, this is what we call sofreír. Okay, so once it gets like this, you know it's ready. So I rinsed off my pigeon pea. So I'm raising the heat now, just so it could take the flavor of it. But I'm just gonna add water to it anyway because it needs to boil, and I'm gonna add some water. But today we're gonna see, because it also depends on the kind of rice you use. Every rice is different. So that's 2 cups of water. I'm trying to see. I think this is more than enough of water. I'm gonna add some salt to this. My salt is finishing. And I'm gonna let this cook for a little bit. So I'm gonna add some more salt. All right, so when I come back, I'm gonna show you once it's boiling, and I'm gonna add the rice. Now it's boiling. I made about 4 cups of rice. To put my rice in the middle. So this is perfect. Okay, this rice that I use, it uses a lot of oil. So matter of fact, I think I need to add some water. I know how they say it should be like this, but this rice seems to use extra water. But let's see, I may not use the whole cup. I used the whole cup. All right. So we're gonna let it come back up to a boil. So you see how it's coming back up to a boil again? I start to put my red pepper, the one that I didn't add from the beginning, that's just mainly for decoration, on top. I lower my flame. Now you could do one of 2 things. I know everybody does it different, and I do too. I can put the top on this. So this is what we call un caldero. So my grandmother, she would have done it the old school way, which is you take this, or you would put 2 of them, which is aluminum foil. Something about it, it seals it in. Seals your, and you would really lower it as much as you can. Once you put this cover on here and you don't touch this and you just let it cook through on very low, it'll cook through entirely and your rice will cook perfectly. So I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna let it cook. I say another 20-25 minutes. I'm gonna come back and check it. I'm gonna turn it in maybe about 20 minutes and see what it looks like, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. All right, so we let it cook for like 20 minutes or so. Now I'm gonna uncover it and see what it's looking like, and I'm gonna turn it. It's hot. Let's see what we're working with. Yeah, I think it could have used a little bit more water. Sometimes it's the kind of rice that you use. I think I could have used a little bit more water. Certain rices are different. Certain rices you use less water. Certain rices you use more water, or less oil, more oil. So we're gonna cover it back up after I stir it a little bit. I'm gonna cover it back up and I'm gonna let it cook another 10-15 minutes. And we're gonna come back and see what it looks like. Oh my God, guys, I wish you could smell how it smells in the house. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, it looks done. Now that is perfectly cooked rice. It's one of the ways I make it. It's looking perfect. So that's how you make arroz con gandules at home, guys. I hope you guys like my video. Please subscribe to my channel and click like. Thank you. Bye bye.